This is Rachel Duff with Farm Journal at the 2009 Crop Tour on the Western Leg. Go ahead and say your name.
I'm Chip Flory. I'm the editor of Pro Farmer Newsletter and the director of the Western Leg of the Crop Tour.
Chip, how do you think the tour is going to go over here on the Western Leg this year?
Well, we've got a lot of routes. Number one, we're going to be running 8 routes a day, which is 2 more than what we typically run, which means we're going to have plenty of samples. The crop conditions out here in the Western Tour, or in the Western Corn Belt, the planting was much more timely than it was in the Eastern Belt. We've had a little bit more heat, not a lot, but a little bit more heat in the Western Belt than we have in the Eastern Belt. And as a result of that, our crop development is going to be much further ahead than what it is over in the Eastern Belt. But with that said, the crop is still a week, call it 10 days to 2 weeks behind normal. And so maturity is going to be a bit of an issue. And the other thing that we're going to be taking a real close look at is USDA, as of August 1, said that we had a record number of ears out here in the field in all 4 of the states that we're going to be looking at on the Western Leg of the tour. So we're going to be taking a real close look at the ear counts out here.
And what do you expect to find?
Well, as far as the corn crop goes, USDA, as of August 1, has already told us that we're going to see a monster corn crop out here. Very good yields in Minnesota, very good yields in South Dakota, very good yields in Nebraska, and a record yield in Iowa. That record yield in Iowa really intrigues me, because when you go back to 2004, when we did set our record yield of 181 bushels per acre, that crop in Iowa in 2004, it just looked like fresh laid carpet. It was consistent throughout the field. It was consistent from field to field. It was an awesome looking crop. Now, there were a few holes in it, but this year that Iowa crop is so full of holes. We had late plantings in the southeast part of the state that the Eastern Tour is going to look at. We've got hail damage like we've never seen before in the state of Iowa. And there are some development issues. You know, we had a record cool July, and as a result of that, it put the crop 2 weeks behind normal on development. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can really come up with with enough evidence to support the prediction of a record yield in Iowa. And not just a record yield, but blowing it away by 4 bushels per acre, all the way up to 185. That Iowa tour is going to be very, very interesting to me as we try to either prove or disprove the potential for a record yield.
Thank you.
You bet, Rachel. Thank you.